So, yesterday we discussed about the storage account theoretical portion. Today I am going to show you how can you create the storage accounts in the Azure portal. So as usual, we can log into the Azure portal and you can just go to your global search and create try a storage. Okay, you get this storage accounts. So then you have an option to create a storage account. You can click on the create button here. Then the wizard will open, the standard wizard as usual. You have to select the subscription here. It's my free trial subscription, and resource group where you want to put it. I want to create a separate resource group. What I'll do, I'll create Azure storage account 01. Okay, if you want to give some name, uh, if you want to give like AZ SCA01 location, if you want to give, you can give, otherwise it's okay. So I've created a new resource group AZ SA01. Oh sorry, let me put it RG. Okay, RG uh, SA01. This is the resource group naming convention. Okay, so it's correct. So the storage account should be your AZ. It should be small letter AZ STORAGE storage account. Today is 6/6/2024. Okay, your storage account should not have the capital letters. It should not have the special character. Okay, even if you put some special character, it says the C. It can only contain the lowercase and the numbers. A name must be between the 3 to 24 characters. Means maximum 24 characters. Okay, minimum 3 characters. Okay, and it should have only the small cases and the numbers. No special characters allowed. No, not even hyphen. Anything is allowed. Okay, because it's unique, globally unique. It is, I mean, no other people will be able to create the same storage accounts, because it will be creating a website kind of URL. It will be created so that you can access the storage account using that URL. Okay, that is the reason. I mean, it should be unique. Now we have created AZ storage account 06062024. Okay, so we are good there. Then I can put it in the ECS only, no problem. And performance, if you look at this blade, right, determine whether you want to have a premium performance for block blobs, file shares, or page blobs in your storage accounts. See, I was telling you, right, it depends on the performance yesterday. So I told you the page blobs means read write operations will be more, even though the blob is there. So read and write operations are more, means you can go with the premium one. If you are just keeping this storage account for a regular purposes, you can go with a standard account. Standard is little bit comparatively premium. No, standard and the premium will be like wherever you have more performance, right, that time you can select the premium one, where you have less latency. And if wherever you have less performance, it is fine, then you can go with the standard one. So in our case, let me go with the standard one only, because since we are doing the lab environment. And redundancy, it is asking what kind of redundancy you wanted. See, if you want to understand what does this mean, you can just hover your cursor on this I symbol, information symbol, and you can read and understand what exactly that option is about. You can read here, the data in your Azure storage account is always replicated to ensure durability and high availability. Choose a replication strategy that matches your durability requirements. Some settings can't be changed after the storage account is created. Means how you want to safeguard, or how you want to replicate your data. Okay, if you select geo redundant storage or GRS, irrespective of the geography, you should be able to take the data, keep the data, restore the data. Okay, so see the it tells you the intermediate options with failover capabilities in the secondary region recommended for backup scenario. Means if you take the backup, if you select the GRS, okay, if you want to restore it for another region also it is possible. Okay, locally means two different region, same data center, maybe two different racks it may put. Okay, zone redundant means within the same region. Okay, zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. Geo means within two different regions only you can replicate the data. So for higher availability you should always go with this option. Okay, so geo. Okay, so then I have selected this geo redundant, so I'm good here because I wanted to replicate it geographically. So click on next. Some error. Let me go from the beginning again quickly. So free trial, I will be selecting the okay. So I'll be selecting the resource group as RG-01 RG-SA01. Okay, fine. And storage account name was, it is a storage 0606/2024. It was East US and it was standard, and I have created next. So in the advanced, right, you can select the security related information. So you can see configure the security however the way you wanted. Okay, requires secure transfer, REST API, allow enabling the anonymous access, individual users. If you want to give access to anybody, you can just click on the anonymous. Okay, so like that you can select what kind of versions you wanted. Yesterday I was telling, version 2 version, all those things. Older versions you can, TLS it is. Okay, so TLS versions, if you want to encrypt the data, whatever encryption level you wanted, that can be selected there. And you want to do any kind of copy operations, like you can select from any storage account, and from storage accounts to the same Microsoft Entra tenant or whatever you want, you can select however the way you want it. Okay, so then you can click on next. It will take you to the networking, and then it will ask you enable public access from all the network. Since we are doing it in the lab, we can, if you want to show something, then we have to enable that public access only. Okay, so otherwise you can disable the public access, and you can use within your office. You can create some private endpoints or public endpoints, and then you can configure the way you want it. Okay, so the routing, always I prefer Microsoft network routing, means the Microsoft backbone network, since I'm doing the lab environment. Okay, and that is more secure as well. And then data protection, this is all you can just see the way you want it. This normally the architect will tell you how is the thing you wanted. You can just go with that option. Okay, and then next, encryption, just go with the default one. Tags, you need to do the tags and then review and create. Then your storage account will be ready in a minute or two. I'll click on create the storage account and initializing the deployment. See, the deployment got initialized now. It will take a while, around 10-20 seconds it will take, and it will create a storage account for us. Okay, and then you can explore the blades in the storage account. There are multiple blades will be there in the storage account. You can just go through that and make use of it. So we'll give some time. Any questions? So see, now the deployment is completed. You can click on go to resources, then that will take you to the recently created resource, or you can even go to storage accounts here from the home, and then you can see the newly created storage account. This is my storage account, and see the kind is storage version v2. This is the resource group in eastern US location. Then you can open a storage account here. So if you just go to the overview, you will see all the information related to that storage account. Okay, see here, this is your resource group, what location it is. Okay, See, since I've selected the geo redundant array, see the primary is East US, secondary is Western US. See, the replication will happen for East US first. The primary region is East US, and automatically that get replicated to the Western US because we wanted to have the durability and also the availability of the data, right? The replication, see, read access, geo redundant storage, RAGRS, geo redundant. That's the reason it has got two different regions to replicate here. Performance I selected standard, I have not selected the premium. You can see that here. And storage account kind, I was selling your general purpose version 1 and general purpose version 2. You see it is general purpose version 2. Provisioning state succeeded, created on this one date. Okay, this is a subscription ID. And all the subscription information you can see there. Okay. So you have an option to explore. See, open in Explorer. If you open this in Explorer, right, we need to install a tool called Storage Explorer. Then it is a kind of console where you can just open that storage account. Like it looks like a computer only. Okay, so like you open your D drive, E drive, right? It will be visible like that. But we need to install that Storage Explorer to make use of it. Okay, and then you can see activity log, who created the storage account, who may make the changes. See here, you can see here, update the storage account, creating the storage account, who has done it, initiated by this person. Okay, you'll understand who does this activity and what time, what kind of activity it was. Okay, all those things can be seen in the activity log. Okay. Then this is a storage browser. This is what I was referring. Okay, so if you go to the storage browser, you can see what are all the blobs you have, what are all the file shares you have, queues you have, tables you have. Okay, so let me click on the browse the container. So here you can just click on the add container. My container 01. Okay, it is private or anonymous. Okay, it says it's private. Okay, you can select enable, that's all fine. Okay, I have created a new container now. See here, my container 01. So you can upload the data, like you can click on upload the data here, browse the files here. Maybe you can select one file here. And upload. You can see that file got uploaded here. And each and every file will get a link. See, copy URL, just copy this URL, and if you just go here and use this URL, it will come like this. You can map it. Actually. Okay, you directly, if you go to the computer, you can map it as a network drive, so that will be populated in the my computer options like the separate drive. So let me explore the access, blob, anonymous, read only. See, if you want to explore more options, you go to this ellipse options here. Okay, here also there, here also there. Okay, you go here to the whatever blobs or the container you want to. Let me go to the container first. Okay, this is my container. So here, if you go, generate SAS is there. Okay, if you click on the generate SAS, you will be able to grant access for any users you wanted for a certain period of time. Say for example, there is an audit going on and you wanted to give access to that particular folder for the auditors. Okay, otherwise every time they will ask you, give me that document, give me this document. So to avoid that kind of the ad hoc requests, what you can do, you can dump all the audit related informations in this container, and you can just generate this access, and you have to make sure that person is only read it, you cannot download it. And the access token should get expire maybe after 1 or 2 days after the audit completes. Okay, you can select this. Okay, storage access policy, anything is like a read permission, write permission, and modify permission, whatever you wanted. Okay, you can just do that. And start date, it is 7:55 a.m. 5 Indian standard timings, OTC timings. Okay, and expiry is when, maybe you can put tomorrow same timing. Maybe it's tomorrow around 18:00:00. Done. Okay, or 6:00. This is fine. So after tomorrow evening 6 p.m. this should get expired. And if you want to allow particular IP address, you can add from that particular laptops or desktops only the access should be there. You can just add the IP address here. Okay, and generate the SAS. See, this SAS key you can share to that person. Okay, along with this URL. Okay, then the person can access that URL. Okay, that person can access this URL. Okay, and it will be connected as a kind of network drive. Okay, I'll show you that. I will put it in the computer and I'll show you that. Okay, so that is about the SAS one. So similarly you can create the file shares here. I told you the file server, right? So you can just go to the file share and you can create the data, my file share. Okay, if you want to have anything optimized, you can put, because always it should be optimized only. Okay, otherwise you will not be able to uh, create it. My share, my file share, create it. Yeah, now the file share is also got created. You can refresh it, it populates. Yes, it is there. You can just open it and see here. Have you noticed here? One second. Go to the file shares here. See, the quota is 100 terabytes. Imagine in your office, if you want to bring a file server for 100 terabyte, it is of huge cost. Okay, as soon as you are putting the data here, and if you are dumping this 100, and out of 100 TB, if you put 90 TB, right, another 100 TB get extended automatically in the quota here. Okay, see, edit quota, you can go and you can put how much ever quota you wanted. So you don't need to plan it. Even though you have 100 GB here, whatever data you keep in the storage account, only for that they charge you. Like, out of 100 TB, if you put 10 TB, only 10 TB they will charge you. They don't charge you for the hard block, whatever you have done 100 TB, right? It's not hard block, it is actually soft block. You have allocated 100 TB, but you have not consumed 100 TB. Okay, so they will only charge how much ever data you have kept in the storage accounts. Okay, and this one, under this you can create multiple departments, no, multiple file structure and file you can add, and you can give the access to the required peoples. So I'll go to the my file share. So let me log into the server actually. Show you something. I just powered on this computer and I'm just trying to log into the that virtual machine VM01. Now I have logged in. Okay, so now go to the storage account here. See, this is the URL. Okay, and now I'll go to the VM here. this PC, right click and add map network drive. Just put that URL, finish. No, it's a website. Okay, 1 second. You see here there is a mild file share. Okay, it got created. So now you can create your or drives, whatever drives you wanted. See, this is your IT folder. Another is you have maybe admin folders. Okay, similarly you can create some other folders as well for HRs. Okay, now if you just refresh it here, the data will be here. See, see, the data got created. Admin, HR, IT. Now for admin, if you upload something, right, that will be there. So this is how we use the storage accounts to map it to our computer. See here, if I go to the IT, sorry, HR only, right? If you look at in the admin folder, I have uploaded one PPT. This is the same thing, PPT, right? See, it is here. So this is how you handle the access and all for the storage accounts actually. So normally you create the blob storage and the containers. These queues and tables, we will just map the network drive. I mean this drive automatically the applications will put the dump the values here. Okay, the tables and the queues and all very rarely we use. We normally use either the containers to store the blobs and file share to create the file servers. Okay, and now you know already how to connect that. Go to the properties here. Okay, and you you go to the connect option here. You can select what. See, now Z drive is there. If you want to put W drive, you select the W drive. What kind of script you wanted for Linux, Windows or Mac. If you want for Windows, select the Windows, go to show script, copy this script, okay, and go to the virtual machine here where you want to map it. So to run to the go to the PowerShell ISE and you can just put the code there. Just put the code in the ISE and press on the play button. So now it will map a network drive as U drive. See here. Now we will be having two drives. One is your my file share Z drive. Sorry, this is U drive. Okay, and this is your my file share, which is your Z drive. Both are same only. Okay, so that is how you connect this storage account to the computer. So I think this is what I think I wanted to explain you. Anything else is there? Let me show you one more thing. If you go to the life cycle management right here, this is what I was yesterday talking about. You can move the data from cold to hot to cold and cold to archival storage. If you just go to the add rules here, it will ask you to create a name. Okay, say for example my prod data rule. Okay, So what kind of blobs you wanted, you can select that, and it will tell you last modified greater than maybe 45 days. Then delete or move or cold. See here, move to the cold storage. And then one more action, if last modify in the cold, okay, it is not last modify, it should be access also. Okay, then access tier, where it will be there, it will be here in the, see, enable access tracking. If you enable that one, that will also tell you when the blobs were accessed also. Okay, now if I go to the add rules, my prod rule only, so I'll select everything. Okay, so last modified is more than 45 days, then should not be delete. If we go back, see here versions also there, no versions, yes. If it is more than 45 days, see here, move to the cold storage. Okay, again if you want to edit that, so last modify here more than 90 or 90 days, then you can move to the archival storage here, archive storage. Okay, and then create next. One more is there. Okay, 20 days, then moto archival add. So what I have done, I have moved the data after 45 days to cold storage, and after 120 days, after 90 days to archival storage, and after 90 days to no access data. I mean cool and cold tier. I have moved it actually. Okay, so let me see that if I can see that here. See, more than 120 days, move it to the cold storage. After 120 days, move to the archival storage. Okay, so after 45 days and 90 days, move to the cool and cold storage we have created. So I think we are good here. So what happens if you put some data to this service storage account? As soon as you are completing 45 days, if there is no write option, read options, or modify operations has not happened, that data will be moved to the cool storage. After 90 days, it will go to the cold storage. After 120 days, the data gets automatically moved to the archival storage. Here, the cost is very matters. So if you keep the data in the hot tier for 100 TB, example, if you pay 1000 rupees, example, if you move that data to the cool storage, you may pay around 70 rupees or something, or 700 rupees or something. If you move that to the cold storage, maybe a little bit less, and archival storage is 50% of the hot storage tier. Okay, so to save the cost only, we will we will create the life cycle management here. Okay, so this object replication, if you want to create replication to the specific storage accounts, you can just enable the things here. Okay, I think remaining things are okay. This is all the application, the monitoring related insights, all those things, that's all normal. Okay, so I think that is all the operations I wanted to show you for the storage account. So any question here?